What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon 466 Cards, and today we're going to talk about an accused scammer operating out of an LCS in San Antonio. Normally, I wouldn't talk about scammer stuff, it's not really my thing, but this one is interesting because of the possible ties between this LCS and Fanatics, and that's the part that really interests me, so that's why I'm going to talk about it today. This is from KSAT, which is the local ABC channel in San Antonio. They published this article, you can see here, October 17th on their website. And it's a pretty straightforward alleged scam or accusation, or what do you want to call this? There was a collector, he had a bunch of cards and inventory. He gave them to this LCS owner to sell them, but he has received neither the inventory nor any cash for that inventory back from him. So that's what this basically says. Olazabal, which is the owner of the actual product, claims that Aldridge, which is the owner of Legends Only Sports Cards, failed to return 600 sports cards and 4 Rolex watches after agreeing to sell them consignment. Quick aside, what's with the 4 Rolexes? I understand you give a card shop owner 600 sports cards to consign. That part totally makes sense. Why are you giving this guy 4 Rolex watches? Wouldn't you just give someone who does watches full time the Rolexes for them to sell and figure it out? That part seems a little sketchy to me. That probably should have been the first tip off. Anyways, it goes on here. They were going to sell the cards and I guess the watches, I suppose, I don't know, at a card show in Dallas in March. But according to this lawsuit, Aldridge, the owner of the LCS, returned from the card show claiming that none of the items had been sold. However, the property was never returned, and the owner has also not received any payment. So he didn't give the inventory back, didn't give the cards back, didn't give the watches back, also didn't get any money back. So I understand why this guy is upset. Needless to say, he has taken steps. So he filed this lawsuit. He also reported this to the sheriff's office there, which has opened an investigation. And so the owner of the LCS, this Aldridge fellows, gave a very bland statement that doesn't say anything. He certainly doesn't seem like he's saying, I didn't do any of these things. It just says, I take the recent legal manner involved in one of my valued customers very seriously. I fully understand the severity of the situation. I'm working on this closely with my legal counsel to address the issues raised, blah, 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 blah. But like, this is just a bunch of like words that don't actually say anything. I'll link to this in the description below if you want to read it, but like, it doesn't really do anything. So I thought, well, let's look this guy up on Instagram. And so you could see that's their logo. And here it is. Here is that same logo, Legends Only Sports Cards. The location here is West Loop 1604, which is exactly here what it says, a store located off West Loop 1604. So this seems like it's the right shop and right Instagram account. Now, the one thing that caught my eye though, and the reason why I'm making this video, is this. They're partnered with Fanatics Collect according to this Instagram post. And my first thought was, oh boy, that's a problem for Fanatics. You don't want to be associated with this this company here. I don't know what just happened here, but you don't want to be associated with this like lawsuit. That's super sketchy. That's not a great look for Fanatics. And then I read through this, and it's kind of getting a little sketchier. Have you ever heard of any other LCSs announcing official partnerships with Fanatics? And not Fanatics, but Fanatics Collect? Not Fanatics Collectibles, Fanatics Collect, which is basically the old PWCC. So apparently, according to this, as a direct point of contact, we're here to help collectors like you maximize the value of collectibles. The partnership marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter for Legends Only and the hobby we all love. And I'm just like, I have never seen this type of thing announced with any other card shop. So that got me questioning as to whether or not this is real. And then I reread this lawsuit where it says, somewhere it says here, that he filed the lawsuit in July. Let me find it. Where does it say that? Here it is. Filed the lawsuit in July. So Legends Only Sports Cards probably got this lawsuit in July, and wouldn't you know it, August 27th, he makes this post saying he is an official partner of Fanatics Collect, which is very convenient timing if you want to convince people that you're legitimate and not a scammer. And so the timing of this makes me question the validity of this official partnership with Fanatics Collect, because I've also never heard of an LCS with an official partnership with this type of announcement. So with that being said, I think there are two possibilities here. One is that Fanatics Collect is an official partner with this LCS. The second one is that this LCS knows that heat's coming his way because of this lawsuit, and as a result has made this whole thing up and is using it and the Fanatics name to make themselves seem legitimate when some of the accusations against them suggest they are not. The other interesting thing is this article came up, like I said, on the 17th. Today is the 19th. It's only been a couple days that it's made the news here. And so if you click on this, you'll see that there are three, or when you highlight or hover over the Instagram page, or the Instagram post here of the most recent Fanatics Collect, there are 3 comments. But when you go to it, you don't see those 3 comments. And I just saw that because I used to be able to read those 3 comments. They basically brought up the lawsuit. They have been deleted by Legends Only Instagram account. And so that tells me all I need to know. What do you guys think? What do you think is happening here? Would love to hear your thoughts and comments. But if you're wondering where I stand on this one, well, here is what I think. Thank you, as always, for listening and watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.